Mic check, mic check.
Is a switchback a hairpin in England?
Yeah, hairpin turn.
Thank you.
Switchback. Well, I think switchback is more to the idea of climbing a mountain or climbing an altitude. Hairpin turn just means it's a real tight turn because it's in the shape of a hairpin.
Okay.
Turn yourself around, go the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the name switchback is kind of more towards the going up the side of a mountain.
Okay, I thought I'd ask. Thanks, bud.
Absolutely.
Microphone check.
Yes, sir. How's it going, sir?
Hello. I'm a coming. Is what she said.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Is live weather super clear? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, live weather is
It is.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Only 20 knots of wind at the top so far.
Alright, just downloaded and installed the newest Windows update for 23H2 or H3.
Ooh.
So
Okay, I hope
everything
that's
works.
Not gonna cause any problems for you.
Nah, everything works. Everything seems to be
Right.
working anyway. What is
I'm down.
Techno?
Oh, there's some deer here.
Excellent.
Yeah, big herd.
Sorry, Red, I did not fix your livery yet.
No worries. I was just saying how pleased I am that I even have one, because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I want a livery. Hint,
Cobra
hint,
makes
hint.
a song. Yeah, there you go, Steph. You have another order.
Serpico.
Serpico.
I would.
Serpico.
What do you charge?
Nothing. I do it as a hobby.
I'll take
Wow.
one. Nothing free. Yeah, I'll take one.
Jeez Louise.
Oh,
The
that's
only thing
even
is,
last three.
you can't show it off yet.
I saw the
yeah,
liveries
maybe.
for Joel and Heron on Flight Sim TO.
Yeah. But it's
I didn't
like
download it
in
because
As to
where
you,
it
Ross
doesn't
Gray.
livery
Hello, bud.
match, so. Alright, we made it to the top and I have very little tail rotor authority. Woohoo! That was awesome. There was a lot of left
Well
and
done,
right.
sir. Well done.
Crunch. Yeah, I think that was maybe 10-15 minutes. That was not that bad at all. Look at the view up here.
Nice bounce, Red.
Thank you, sir. I always check to make sure my undercarriage are properly bolted. Test the strength, test the flex.
Problem is, you do some earn some money in 2024. And if you do that, you break it.
In the career mode, yep.
Yeah.
Be careful. Yeah, I'm good in the career mode. Just
I had
not
an
now.
interesting one in career mode. I did the turboprop checkout in the Cessna 185.
In the Cessna 185.
Yeah, that's the aircraft they gave me. I had no choice.
Okay then.
I passed.
You passed.
It said the most important
Nice.
thing is to use reverse on landing, and there's no reverse, so
You
it didn't
just
do anything.
raked it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, that's awful.
Just a big bug, but that was just a weird one.
Well,
Yeah,
shit,
unfortunately, the R66 career mode still says put on your parking brake. How? There is no parking
by
brake
not,
in an
by not,
R66.
by not moving.
Right? Exactly. No, that's a bug.
I think there's a mod I said that you can add that something.
That's great. There's always a mod. Somebody's figured it out. I love it. They tore the code apart.
Yeah.
All right. We are in Pikes Peak. Highest summit is southern front range of the Rocky Mountains. Ultra prominent 14,100 foot peak located near the Pike National Forest, 12 miles west of downtown Colorado Springs, which we can see down there. This series is
Hey, I can
starting out
see
again.
tail rotors 500. I can see heli pilots 500.
Yeah, that's another good thing that the
Where's Red?
SU1 beta
Red,
has
what are you
given us.
flying? All right, you're flying a H2125.
125, yeah.
All right. Well, at least I can see the 500.
The mountain is named in honor of American explorer Zebulon Pike, Wouldn't you love to have a first name
Zebulon.
like that?
Oh, that's
Zebulon.
awesome.
Yeah, good old Zeb.
Good old Zeb. That's right.
Didn't they
Even
honor
though
him in Star
he
Trek?
was-
Zebulon is the only weakness I have for my home planet, which exploded many, many moons ago.
Zebulon was one of the first U.S. Army officers that led 2 expeditions through the Louisiana Purchase Territory in 1805, etc., etc. But the mountain was named in honor of him, even though he was unable to reach the summit. Oh, you poor man. You know what? We'll still name the mountain after you. The summit is higher than any point in the United States east of its longitude.
Yeah, how high are we anyway?
14,100.
14,000, yeah.
No wonder my helicopter's having a hard time up here.
14108.
The band of Ute people, or Ute, called the Pike Peak region their home, were the Tabagwash, whose name means the people of Sun Mountain. So
That's
that
very,
must have been what they called it at first.
South
before.
American.
Mhm. So the people first arrived here in Colorado about 500 AD.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Oh, so we're all walking
500
around now, are we?
AD.
Absolutely. That's the best part about this sim, is that now you can spend a little time going to the gift shop. have
Hey,
coffee,
Speaking of walking around in the sim, have you guys hit up Area 51 yet in 2024?
What's so cool about Area 51?
So, I don't want to give it away, but there's a couple Easter eggs in there now. And,
Sweet. That you can only see on foot.
yeah, well, no, you can fly around and, like, enter hangars with, like, a helicopter and, like, check out almost everything. There's one Easter egg that you kind of have to get out and look for because you can't really see it from the sky.
Nice.
But you got to get in there and walk around. And if you can't find what I'm talking about, then just send me a message. I'll let you know where it is.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, you got it. And it's only an Easter egg if you grew up in the 80s. Or yeah, like the 80s or 90s, and you remember a particular TV show. Well, I'm just saying there might be a couple youngins in here, you know, who
Like what, under 60, really?
there might be that just didn't watch TV in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Larry Hightower from Ellensburg, Washington, pushed a wheelbarrow to the summit of Pikes Peak. This famous wheelbarrow pusher was best known for his intention of pushing a wheelbarrow
Wheelbarrows.
around the world.
This
I
wheelbarrow
guess there's not much to
pusher.
do in Ellensburg, Washington.
Clearly not.
Honey, where you going with that wheelbarrow? I'm just out for a bit.
Again?
Nice landing in the 125, my friend.
Nice.
That
Let's go,
125
Helis.
looks brilliant, doesn't it, really?
It does. It is a very nice model. They did a great job. It's got the right proportions. The one that RSP made at the time was a little bit strange. I think it was just because the fuselage length was shortened somehow.
Okay.
So it looked a little bit more bulbous. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Fundraising. Bigfoot has been spotted on the highway.
Live or dead?
68 flying a 66, yeah?
Alive or dead?
Well, you said he was found on the highway. It was ambiguous.
I
said
could bring you in
seen.
cold, or I could
Spotted.
bring you in warm.
Yeah. Fun facts are funny. Okay.
What I recall is there is an oxygen bar up here.
Oh yeah, yeah. 14,000.
I was going to say that, yeah, we're close to it.
All right, everybody. everybody still got enough fuel?
We found so.
Make sure you are filled up. Even though it's downhill, you'll still need some to stay in the air. So we'll slowly make our way back down again. I think everybody has been here long enough, right? Caught up, and looks like Jerome was starting over again from the airport. He's coming, but we can take our path down. Slowly but surely.
Lead the way, boss.
Surely.
Yeah, I have very little collective authority as well, but that's all right. It's interesting. It's not quite above the tree line.
Wee.
Yeah, that's the best part is the dive.
I'm gonna ski down.
That looks phenomenal, even with my old 3080. Wow.
It does
I think
look
the sim
nice.
just in general looks good.
Yeah.
So did you guys see a bonus increase in the beta?
Yeah, I mean that plus DLSS 4 also made a big difference for frame rate. And I guess some of us had noticed that the texture and flight model and a couple, things like that were just, I guess, generally better.
Better.
I had to go back to TAA for the instrument panel.
Really?
Yeah, really,
Still
yeah.
too blurry,
It was,
huh?
yeah, it was
After-
blurred. Yeah, very blurry.
After DLSS 4 and
Yeah, I've tried both and they don't know better.
Huh. Yeah, everybody's system is so different, right? With the graphics
Absolutely,
card,
yeah,
with the
yeah,
driver,
yeah,
with
yeah.
the memory, CPU, whether or not it can handle all that.
Yep, great.
So yeah, you have to find the right settings.
So I did change it after we had the upgrade and or the update yesterday or day before yesterday for the driver, and I tried DLSS. It didn't make a difference. Couldn't read the dials.
Something's
there's
weird
always so
because
much,
kind of the point of DLSS 4 is image quality.
yeah, exactly. So much tinkering that you can do.
Mine
with
is
this.
very clear.
Yeah, mine is incredibly clear. It's not quite TAA, but it's super close.
Yeah. You see, make sure you're
Yeah,
actually
computer.
using DLSS 4 because if you don't use the DLS swapper, I think it does not do it by default.
No,
I
you,
keep
you'd
finding
have
mine
to swap
reverted
it
back 'cause every
like
time a,
manually,
update
sure.
The beta comes out.
Yeah, that's true. I always have to remember to reset it.
That's weird because
Back to the list.
mine doesn't swap back when I update the beta.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
You're using the swapper program or
Nope.
something else?
I manually swap and it stays in.
Oh, okay. So you throw in the DLLs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably fine.
I use the swapper, which is easy.
Yeah, it's easy for sure.
But I have to remember to do it.
Yeah, I just keep on finding I'm not on 4, and I'm like, I never know
Yeah,
when I am
exactly.
and when I'm not.
And it makes it even more confusing because like the actual version number isn't DLSS 4, it's DLSS 3, 10.2.1 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not confused enough, right?
Like, just name it DLSS 410. God damn it.
And then you gotta make sure you got K in there.
Yeah.
are you sure that you're running K, preset K?
Yeah, so
Well, you
none of
gotta run the
can worms.
registry thing to see what preset you're running.
If you're running a 4090 or higher, you don't. If you're in a 3090, you do.
Oh, you can set the override in the profile inspector if you're using
Yes.
Profile Inspector.
Yes. And once you get it all configured, you can save the configuration, so the next time you
Yeah.
update the driver, you can just load it back in.
Yeah, that's what I love about Profile Inspector. It's so convenient for that. Swapping drivers, because I have like 5 different games that I have completely different settings for, and it just makes it so easy to just pop the profiles right back in.
There's a nice little mountain here called Sugarloaf Mountain next to Bear Trap Ranch.
Bear Trap.
Bear Trap.
Feel like I'm about to enter the Matrix with this music, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before you came in, it was, I quoted it as 80s driving music, right? Like a Test Drive or
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider, exactly.
Like playing Kansas, Carry On Wayward Son.
Is that a request, sir?
Yes, sir.
I think I can handle that.
Thank you.
And you do it and fly at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I can't play the
yeah.
bass and the drums at the same time, but yeah, I'll try.
All right, so Cheyenne Mountain is to my left there, and if we head over towards the left, just before the mountains open up into the valley here, the entrance will be in front of us.
Yes, sir.
This big ass airliner just sort of power sliding through.
Right.
It looks so weird.
How do you power slide a helicopter?
Just like that.
The Chinook does really well with those power slides, but when you see it as an airliner, it looks even more humorous.
Man, people online are getting real cranky waiting for this update. Every day they're just getting a little bit more aggro. Well, just join the beta. Just join. It takes 10 minutes.
Exactly, it's like one click.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Totally. But beta's unreleased. Well, the whole sim should have
Yeah,
been released, right?
yeah. I mean, you want fixes, right? You want them now, right? Join the fucking beta. Your beta's rocking right now.
I don't know which developer was
Yes.
it on their Discord, but they said you can't make the people happy if you release early. And
Yeah, seriously.
by this beta, the people will complain that it's not good.
If you delay it, yeah, agreed. Yeah.
And if you delay, the people will say, "Yeah, I'll release it early." So
Can't make
Thank you.
anybody happy.
Yep.
Parking lot is?
Yeah, it's amazing how big the parking lot is.
Yeah. Those are the people not selected. They probably park outside.
People not
It's a come home
selected.
every night.
Yeah.
Like in case the asteroid hits Earth and they select a certain amount of people to survive in the caverns they built underground.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Yeah,
that
so
movie?
Dave is up by the entrance, the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, known as the United States Space Force installation.
Yeah, we should go visit
Stargate
NORAD
as well.
too.
It's a defensive bunker located in the unincorporated El Paso County.
Bunker.
of
I don't even know her.
Colorado. Formerly, it was called the United States Space Command and NORAD. Monitored the airspace of Canada, the United States for missiles, space systems, foreign aircraft through its worldwide early warning system. Since 2008, NORAD and the USSC have been based at Peterson Space Force Base, and the complex, redesigned as an Air Force station, is used for crew training and as a backup command center if required. So we're talking about under 2,000 foot of granite on 5 acres or 2 hectares of space. 15 3-story buildings are protected from movement, e.g. earthquake or explosion, by a system of giant springs that this building sits on, and flexible pipe connectors to limit
Giant
operational effect
springs.
of movement. A total of more than 1,000 springs are designed to prevent any of the 15 buildings from shifting more than an inch. The complex is the only underground Department of Defense facility certified to be able to sustain a high-altitude EMP. Large quantity of cots for most personnel, including suites, high-ranking officers within the bunker. Amenities include medical facilities, store, cafeteria, fitness center. Yeah, because you got to work out during an apocalypse, right?
No, just waiting for
Duh.
it.
Just waiting for it, right? That's right. Got to keep fit. So there you go.
Red Heron, did you mention how many people it fits? Oh, that's
Yeah,
classified.
getting to the I mean, the Wikipedia article, for this being such a highly secure area, the Wikipedia
exactly.
article is larger than some city entries, right? Sport area, construction, missile combat center, other systems, yeah, personnel, there we go. No, that's not personnel, it's Peterson. Units. It's in popular culture, war games, Interstellar. In television, Stargate SG-1, video games, Horizon Zero Dawn, Terminator, but they don't say much about personnel. It was built in 1961. Let's see, side tunnels, main chambers. There's the blast doors. They probably don't really say how many people. I would think it could support
2,000 probably.
a couple thousand, yeah, exactly. Complex has its own power plant, heating and cooling, and water supply. The 21st Mission Support Group ensures that there's a 99.999, that's 3 nines at the end, that's more than a lot of data centers,
9 times.
degree of reliability of its electricity, water, air conditioning, power, and other support systems. Medical emergencies, natural disasters, civil disorder, conventional attack, and EMPs. Wow, you can withstand everything. There is more water produced by Mountain Springs than the base requires, and so there is a 1.5 million gallon reservoir that ensures in the event of fire there's enough water to meet the facility's needs. And then another reservoir of 4,500,000 gallons of water is used as a heat sink. Massive reservoir for diesel fuel and a huge battery tank with redundant power generators. Jesus Christ, and that's all
crazy.
Underground.
Wow. Wow.
I think I'm gonna move
Space
there. Sounds good.
Force.
I know, right? Now that it's not being used for Space Command, just for
Yeah.
training, you can go, hey, can I get a room, 3 hots and
That's
a
a-
cot? That'd be great.
That's a good spot to run the simulator from, 99.9999.
Yeah, you'll never have any network problem.
There you go.
Well,
That's
except
great. That's fantastic.
except that you have to get to Microsoft servers, which might not be protected.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be
Fascinating.
protected now.
Absolutely fascinating. There's a whole little town next to it here. Probably just live there and then drive the.
Yeah, these
mile
are
and a
all
half up to
test
the parking lot.
subjects.
Test subject. Well, there's NORAD Road. There's Gladstone Road. There's what is this other road that I just saw that was hilarious? Paisley Drive. That's not that exciting. There's a Cheyenne Mountain Disc Golf course. That's good. Yeah, I was thinking we could go up to Colorado Springs a bit because it's a short flight today. Go check out Colorado Springs because I think it's photogrammetry. Should be nice to fly around.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. I just saw Complete Unknown. Quite good.
Yes, awesome. They've won some awards, did they not?
Probably.
So Chalamet is a good actor, is he not? Does he fit the role quite good?
Yeah, I think he did a good job.
Nice, good to hear.
Yeah, he did a phenomenal job singing as well. Like, incredible. His performances were great. It's hard to dislike that kid.
Yeah, from Willy Wonka
Yeah, June.
to Bob Dylan. Yeah, all these houses are already.
And he's hilarious on SNL. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like that guy. It's not too many young actors that don't, like, just annoy me just because I'm old and cranky, but I like him. And Monica Barbera is just, she's gorgeous.
She plays Joan Baez, I think.
Yeah.
Right
She was in, Top Gun Maverick, too.
Yeah.
Such a cutie.
Do like me some Top Gun. Because I was inverted.
That's what she said.
Right? Good old Colorado Springs. Population 478,000. With an elevation of 6,000 feet above sea level.
And golf
You
courses.
know, yeah, lots of golf courses. That's all. That's the only sport you can play at 6,000 feet, right? You get tired too quick. I gotta go to the store. I'm so tired.
There's an Olympic training center out here.
That's a very good idea. And there are a couple of helipads for us to try out. Hospital helipads.
Yep, you're coming up on the Penrose St. Francis Hospital.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go to that one first because it's on the north side, and then we'll turn around and come down to the other one, U.S. Memorial. No, UC Health Memorial Hospital. It's a small
Quite
downtown.
of a view in this small town.
Rodeo Hall of Fame is in Colorado Springs.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, I like this one dark building right down here. That's a nice little office complex. Stands out. Second most populous city and the most extensive city in the state of Colorado. So at 6,000 feet, it's over 1 mile above sea level. The city is the largest city north of Mexico above 6,000 foot. Yeah, Mexico has a lot of high altitude cities too.
Are you trying for this helipad?
Yeah. Still got a little bit. I'm not going too far past it, am I? I'm not yet. Kladsky's ahead of me.
I see a bunch of locusts ahead of us that I don't think are with us.
Oh yeah? Even more?
I see red heron all the way down there. 12 o'clock. That's weird. And yet he's right in front of me.
Yeah. Ben, oh, you mean my character is
Yeah.
still at the airport?
Yeah, 6.28 nautical miles.
That's hilarious.
It's like
What
you
happens
leave one
when you leave
behind
yourself
to be
behind?
replaced.
Yeah. He didn't spend enough money to go on the trip today. Oh yeah, that's another reason for the beta. Nice pinnacle landing capabilities now. None of this being shot up in the air.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Chook needs a little room. I'll get out of the way here. Crunch. Oh, that's funny. I didn't see where my tail was.
As I'm gonna go sleep. I'm falling asleep behind the wheel.
No worries. I'm glad you were able to come along. We'll see you next time.
Cool, man. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers, boys.
Have a good rest.
Yeah.
Nighty night.
So, 12:30 here.
This is considered a semi-arid steppe region.
I'll
Southern
say.
Rocky Mountains to the west, the Palmer Divide to the north, the high plains further east, and the high desert lands to the south. This has the greatest total area of any municipality in Colorado. Total area of 195,000 square miles. We have a cooler, dry winter monsoon-influenced continental climate because of the winds. Oh, the influence from the Chinook winds. So, not too influencing it with your Chinook.
So much stonewash.
So head over to the other hospital. This is also one of the most active lightning strike areas in the United States.
Woohoo.
Natural phenomenon led Nikola Tesla to select Colorado Springs as the preferred location to build his lab and study electricity.
It's alive! It's alive!
No, that's Frankenstein.
Oh.
December is typically the coldest month, averaging 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Historically, January has been the coldest month, but in recent years, snowfall is usually moderate and remains on the ground briefly because of direct sun. The city receives about 38 inches per season. Not that impressive.
I'm not impressed by your weather.
Just a typical high altitude city, you know.
What a basic bitch.
Economy driven primarily by the military, high-tech industry, tourism.
Pedestrian.
Wow, there's as of 2021, 45,000 active duty troops in Colorado Springs. And more than 100,000 veterans and reservists.
Yeah, because you can shoot shit around here.
You think if they name a hospital Memorial that their cure rate isn't very high?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Gotta get your one in for the day at least, right?
It's the one that got away, man.
Nice.
That's the one that got away. Our track record is going downhill. Should we change the name of the hospital? Ah, great place to land up here on the top. Sac. Oh, it's exciting. Defense industry, high-tech industry. Annual cultural events. Got the Hot Air Balloon Festival, Labor Day. Got the Comic Book Convention, the Science Fiction Convention, Pikes Peak Ascent and Marathon, of course. Steers and Beers, Whiskey and Beer Festival in August. And the Festival of Lights, first Saturday in December. Wow, in 2017, Colorado had the third most craft breweries at 348. That's a lot of craft breweries.
Yeah, it is. It's a little oversaturated, that market.
Yeah.
Must be the water.
Yeah, it's the marijuana. It's also been legalized since 2012.
Yes, sir.
Annual sales about 59 million in 2014. Jesus Christ.
That article tell you how many people get killed on the highways in Colorado?
No.
I mean, from drug or alcohol?
I'm sure I can find it.
Oh.
Well, we were
lot more
talking
common
about craft
drugs.
breweries and marijuana. I figured that'd be an interesting side story.
Right.
I
Well,
would be interested to see if it's any.
City, so
Yeah, if there were any significant changes as far as like traffic incidents.
After the legalization of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Most
be
people just wanna
surprised.
sit at home
Yeah.
and eat.
Well, that and there's not a lot of square footage. It's not a huge city to be driving around in.
All right. Guess we can head on down to the airport unless somebody else finds something exciting. I didn't find a stadium. Gotta be.
All I know is I'm a much better driver when I'm high.
Garden of the Gods is out here, which has big rock formations.
Okay.
Big stadium is the Air Force Academy.
Garden of the Gods. It's on the western edge, which means back that direction.
You're bypassing the Will Rogers Shrine of the Sun.
Nice.
That doesn't sound culty at all.
Go back to my terrain. Manitou Springs. Ah, there's the Garden of Gods. Okay, we have to go kind of northwest from where we are here downtown. Cave of the Winds, Manitou Cliff Dwellings. Let's see what the sim does with it. Garden of the Gods was first called Red Rock Coral by the Europeans. One of the surveyors back in 1859 suggested it would be a capital place for a beer garden. Right, it'd be capital place for a beer
Capital.
garden. Some other guy went, "You're an idiot. Let's just call it the Garden of the Gods."
The Garden of the Gods.
No,
I
you
mean,
can
it
have your beer
doesn't
in the Garden of the Gods.
Yeah, doesn't get more epic than that.
Right?
Like, what are you complaining about? You're in the Garden of the Gods.
The rock formations were created millions of years ago during a geological upheaval event called a Laramide orogeny. Archaeological evidence shows that prehistoric people visited the Garden of the Gods about 1330 BC.
before craft beer.
Mm-hmm. You are correct, sir.
Back when Colorado Springs only had like 50 craft breweries.
Multiple American Indian nations traveled through the Garden of the Gods. The Utes oral traditions tell of their creation. Petroglyphs have been found in the park, typically of early Utes.
You know, the two Utes.
Yeah, that judge in Louisiana is still looking for them.
The two Utes. I love it.
He was asking, what's a Ute? Now you know.
Yeah. Hey, this is not bad.
All this over a can of tuna fish.
Oh, man. That's impressive. I wonder if this is part of the DEM, part of the tin, part of the AI.
This was all custom in 2020 also.
Yeah, it blends so beautifully for it being... So this is a custom POI then, huh?
It looks pretty custom.
What's interesting is it's not
most of the time
tagged.
it stands out.
Yeah, it's not tagged as a point of interest.
Okay, it's not. Interesting.
At least not in this sim.
Okay.
I don't know about 2020.
Because they definitely, normally it looks so out of place, like with Mount Rushmore or...
Yeah, you can land on it.
It's just like they
It probably helps because it's photogrammetry here, so it probably fits in a bit better with the surroundings.
I was gonna say we can. How bad is the bounding box? Can we land right here on the?
I landed on one of the
Boom! Oh my God! Right
extreme
on it.
engines.
Look at that! Holy balls! That is cool. All right, let me turn off tags. Get my foreshortening.
Foreshortening.
Foreshortening. My focal length. With the mountains in the background. Nice.
Oh. Oh.
Good call. Whoever said Mountain of the Gods? Marty, right?
No, I don't claim credit for this one. I was talking with the Shrine of the Sun, which is just behind. This is spectacular.
Yeah, point us to it. Or should I find it too?
What, Garden of the Gods? Or the Shrine of the Sun?
That's where we are now, Shrine of the Sun.
Okay. You see that big hill just to the... Hang on a second, I guess it's...
Follow your tag.
Got a heading?
Yeah, I'm trying to read it on my screen. It's about 1 degree.
Turn yourself to the sneeze direction.
Yep, that's me.
I'm too far away to see the tag now, but I'm hoping it'll pop up when I get close.
I think it's just pretty much due south.
Yes, pretty close to due south. It's that black, large, wide hill in the distance. On this near side of it.
Is it before Cheyenne Mountain, I assume?
I'm not sure where Cheyenne Mountain actually is in relation to where we are now.
Basically where we're pointing to. It's the first big mountain over there.
I'm still looking for the thing to appear.
Okay. And I could probably try and look it up on my side. What was the name of the thing again?
Will Rogers Shrine of the Sun. There it is. So if you head, I'm heading straight for it because the point of interest flag just came up.
Serious pilot.
Yeah, about 5 miles away.
Okay, gentlemen, I have to scoot out. Thank you so much, Red Heron.
Absolutely. Glad you could make it. Yeah, we're just kind of extending it here because,
Yeah, I know.
There's people
but
that can't not fly. So you're more than welcome to take off if you need to, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
See you guys next week, hopefully.
Next
See
time.
ya.
Next
Yep.
time.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, you can follow me or
Commemorative
Cobra.
Tower and Chapel on Cheyenne Mountain. Oh, it's on Cheyenne Mountain. Okay, yeah, then just keep on heading towards that big-ass mountain. Named after Will Rogers, the American humorist who died in a plane crash in Alaska in 1935.
You know his famous,
also-
most famous line?
Will Rogers is most famous? No.
Yeah, his most famous line, Americans are only safe when Congress is not in session. That was in 34, I think he said.
Sounds about right.
That was historical, not political.
You're allowed to pass. I will allow it.
I'm still holding a get out of jail card free because of a comment you made about Putin 2 trips ago.
Yeah. We've decided to keep ourselves away from that whole discourse, haven't we? It's probably a good thing.
Well, here we are.
I see it. I think I see it.
I'm right over it.
A handcrafted thing?
Looks it.
Nice. Yeah, I had the same sort of discussion in my office teams group because we have got somebody from North Macedonia in our team. And we also decided we should probably keep politics out of the office. Even though we can't stop discussing it nowadays.
Yeah, North Macedonia is where?
Next to Greece.
Okay.
Eastern Bloc, yeah.
I was having a mental thing there with Moldova.
The 5-story commemorative monument and adjoining 1-story building with a chapel. Whoops! As I bounce off of the... Oh, they've even got a flag.
They do have a flag.
Don't mind the extreme like-a-glove landing that I just did. Designed by local architect Charles E. Thomas, who was hired by Julie and Spencer Penrose, the philanthropist and developer who built the Broadmoor Resort in Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Monument of Romanesque revival architecture with buttresses and ornately decorated iron and brass door, narrow leaded windows. It's 100 foot tall. Shrine is partly named for the views of the rising and the setting sun, which, of course, this whole thing is in shade. I may want to swing the sun around to the other side for a picture while finishing the description here. Oh yeah, look at that. Put a little shadow on it. Will Rogers, who died in 1935. Yeah, we said that one already. Memorialized in images of his life displayed throughout the interior. And the name, okay. Building is constructed of granite, steel, cement, iron, and brass. Roof was built of ceramic tile. Get ourselves right about there as well. Completed in 1937, dedicated in September. Construction about 250,000 in 37, which is equivalent to 5.4 million. Nice. There are chimes that play on a vibroharp every quarter hour. The sound of the chimes can be heard 20 miles away. Due to what was a start of the amplification system when it was built. Songs like Home on the Range and classical music has been broadcast from the tower over the years. At night, it's illuminated by floodlights. Let's take a look at that.
It is illuminated.
And the twinkling of the city down below. Oh my god, it's very illuminated. It's almost too bright.
Yeah. I've noticed that on a couple of landmarks. They're just super bright from a distance. But once you get real close to it, it's fine, but...
Yeah.
They don't have 50 stars on this flag.
You do or you don't?
I don't think it's 50 stars. I'm having trouble hovering steadily enough to be able to count.
I mean, it looks normal.
Maybe I'm off.
Row of
Wouldn't be the first time, eh?
6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. Yeah, I think that's normal.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they've done a lot of cost cutting in this game, haven't they? It's only a game. Why you have to be mad? Yeah, the chapel, 16th century Baroque painting, furniture, carved.
Yeah, there's 50 on there.
Yeah, it's nice.
50 on it?
Yep.
Now somebody hovers better than I do.
Or somebody has clearer graphics. I think that looks better with the morning sun and the city behind it. Alrighty. I like the lions in the front. I didn't even notice that.
Wow.
And that must be a statue of Will Rogers himself. A bust. Not really a statue.
Have you gone to Kill Devil Hill? The Wright brothers?
Yes, yes. That's really nicely done too.
Yeah, they've got busts of each of them, and they look like they're perfect. They look just like them in real life.
They would have that in the sim, right? The origin of flight in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's reminding me of John F. Kennedy for some reason. Right here.
Which?
The bust.
The bust that's down there. Yeah, it's a nice spot for it. Alrighty. Down to the airport we go. Unless somebody else has a nice tourist stop.
A whole bunch of comms towers on top of the hill. I don't think there's much to see there.
Climb the hill again? I think I've had it with my fill of hills. Down to butts.
A lot of airplanes hanging around that airport in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, you got your air traffic real-time online turned on?
Yes, and I've got the tags working, and I only CTT'd once. It's a great day.
Nice. Yeah, don't jinx it.
So does real-time air traffic affect the performance of the sim at all?
I think it does, or it can't.
I mean, you'd think so. Gotta load more assets.
But I have my frame rates capped at 45.
And they're staying there and they're not going down?
Yeah. Well, I remember I'm doing that because I'm in the headset and I'm using it to, the software doubles it to, so I get relatively smooth VR.
Right.
So we're gonna go kiss some butt?
Yes, sir. Fort Carson. Oh, that's right. I was going to try and take out the cross cart. Does anybody else have the cross cart? Oh, Joel has a cross cart. He just showed up.
Is that the juice scoop?
No, it's the new one from Got Friends. It's the gas-powered buggy that they just released.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Should have tried that up the mountain.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do after we did our helicopter flight. I mean, I guess I could have done that while you guys were all flying helis, but I decided to make that the after party.
It's an exclusive after party, man.
Yeah. Invite only.
That is the tallest control tower I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's weird that that's needed for a small airport.
When I got within range, where you get the entire tag underneath the name, that when it popped in, stuttered my helicopter.
Interesting. Are you sure it's also not just loading more aircraft on the ground for you as well?
No, it loaded him. I mean, it loaded the extra data.
Yeah.
So there was a momentary stutter.
Wow, there's a lot of parking spaces.
Yeah, I have them all filled with aircraft. I forgot to turn that all off, but it's actually cool right now.
I am not looking what I'm doing today, but that's okay.
How do you turn that off? At all aircraft?
There is definitely
Yeah, it's aircraft or airport traffic. I think it's called.
Traffic, yeah. So under
I have it on Ultra right now, and it's awesome actually.
Traffic airport quality, which you can tell some French gentleman translated that. Should be airport traffic quality, not traffic airport quality.
What do you set it to so that all the parking spots aren't full?
Just
off, yeah.
Yeah.
Or low.
Or low if you want a couple people, yeah. This guy looks lonely out here. Well, that closes the official group meeting for this evening.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Joel. It was
I'm out
just
of here.
in time.
Yeah, just in time, Joel.
Thanks, Red.
Absolutely. I'm going to switch out to the cross cart and plop myself down at the start, finish, pits, whatever thingy.
Yeah, have a great time.
And, yeah, if you want to follow me in a heli, or if you have another, if you have the Juice Goose or anything else, more than welcome to run it again. Now I have to try and find out where the hell it was. It was here, wasn't it? You know what? I'll just use my little nav map and then put the coordinates in. Crystal Creek Reservoir.
I just got an interesting email.
Yeah.
From Verpal.